Fnatic's turn to ban.
Welcome back, everybody. We're looking for a game of Dota, and that's what we're hoping to get here in Game 2 of Fnatic versus TNC. It is the grand final of the BTS Pro Series. Let's go to the draft, Winter. We have 0 bans and 0 picks. Now let's go to the draft. We have 2 bans.
Is this the same sequence?
Well, the change-up will be like TNC chose to go for Radiant side, Fnatic chose first pick.
So it ended up TNC having last pick again.
Remaining. TNC Fnatic turn to ban.
So Fnatic wants first pick, so what do they want? They want Chen again? I mean, I think the hero is actually very, very strong. It deserves to be banned. Unless TNC has some answer. Like, their answer didn't really work the last Bristleback Kotal. Well, I don't really think it's their fault. It's more about the TA not getting a game.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Yeah, like what are you meant to do? Like when you're perfectly counted in the mid lane, like what is even your plan? And then the big stacks that were prepared got given to KP. And after he took the stack, Fnatic killed him. Twice, I actually think, in like 3 minutes after he took the stack. Like, well, this didn't really help you achieve anything. It just kind of dragged you down a bit further.
They were not on the same page as well when they were dying. When he died twice, remember? Like the first time was when he was pushing the tier 1 bot, he was alone.
Yeah.
And Fnatic just rotated her back to kill him. Then the second time was the top bounty rune, where the Mirana decided to TP out, but Bristol still went in either way.
Yeah. Well, they can try and correct this in Game 2. They're banning out the Bat Rider. They're banning out Pugner.
Let's be real, Bat Rider was not the problem.
He was not the problem. It was definitely, as you have been educating everybody who has been tuning in, how the draft all comes together is the problem.
They need to ban Chen right now. Good solution. Because there's no Kotal this time. So if they don't ban Chen,
turn to pick.
Right, out was
ban Alchemist.
So first pick Chen, so they're gonna pick Bristleback plus.
Do you think they just first pick up Chen? Like, obviously,
like what's wrong? They wanted first pick. They obviously wanted to pick something, right? And the other benefit about having first pick is you're going to win your side lanes, right? Just tell you this because you pick your side lanes after the enemy is picking their lanes. Oh no!
We're gonna first pick Ember.
Ember's also very strong here.
Now, does March get to play his Oracle again? Is that just what he does here in the first phase?
Oracle's great against Ember. You get to remove the chains. But I feel like if you give the Chen, I'm pretty sure Fnatic will.
10 seconds remaining.
If the Chen is still available. I mean, the option that I see here is that maybe they can go Chen plus Bristleback. It's quite okay as an opening. Because the Bristol is a flex pick for them. You can go to carry, you can go off lane. Maybe.
Well, what stops Fnatic from just picking up the Nyx Assassin again and doing the same thing before? Maybe even TNC think about the Nyx against the Ember.
No, I think it doesn't really. It's more about the Chen. The Chen is the one problem here, and you need to figure out what to pick with the Chen. Either you pick Chen plus Tuskar, or you pick Chen with one flexible core, which is the Bristleback.
TNC Predator.
Or something else.
Legion Commander.
Oh, you got your Legion Commander of KPs. He plays that a hell of a lot.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
And then last, Mirana. They ignore both.
I mean, they are kind of. I think they kind of feel like this Mirana can deal with the Chen. But I felt like what they did in the last game was quite smart, that they moved the Chen to a core role, because then he avoided the Mirana on the position 4, and TNC couldn't really leave the Bristleback on the offlane alone, right? They have to help him. So, I mean, I just feel like overall, Mirana doesn't, even though I suggested Mirana against Chen in the last game, but I don't think he really counters the Chen, you know? He's he's okay, you know? You can deal with him a little bit. Don't really counter him.
It's like when Ice is able to get the Dominator, it's like there's just so many units that you have to get rid of. You don't have enough arrows to get rid of that much. Oh, well, let's see how Fnatic want to pair things now. They didn't have to worry about Oracle or Bristle. So, what do they want to try and pair? You just want to pick up your support now, right? Like, you obviously don't want to reveal any more of your cores. So, what's a nice support that kind of messes with Legion and Mirana?
Oracle, Abaddon, those kind of things. You can remove the stuns and saves. Shadow Demon is nice, but I still think Chen is the best pick. He's the hero that he provides the save against the LC and Mirana. He's also strong in the lane and gives you push. It's like, for me, that's the strongest pick here. And TNC is like not moving away from their concept, you know. Whenever they're on second pick, they always just pick heroes that are strong in the lane. Like, what are the openings so far that they use? Oracle Troll, IO Gyro, LC Mirana. They're all very strong laning heroes.
I love how two Fnatic are able to flex pick a Chen. Like,
so much time. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, I wonder if Jabs is really tossing up. Maybe there's even a debate between them. If they just pick the Chen, they get a Timber Saw.
Debate, because if they wanted Timber, if it's a good game for Timber, they are not gonna get it. Like, this is also a really good way of using your 12th pick when you're on the first phase. I know a lot of people would say, oh, isn't that bad that you pick two of your cores right away? But I think, for example, if you're picking, like, if you're using a first pick for a high value hero, which is a core, and you're using the 12th pick for a hero that could win you, like a win condition hero, then I think it's okay.
Yeah. They ban the Monkey King to ensure the Timber gets a good laning phase too.
Yeah, this is like what I'm saying. Like, this 12th pick, you pick a strong hero, and then you use the ban to make the pick even better. So Nyx is still definitely annoying for the Timber and the Ember, but because they have the Mirana, I'm not sure if they still want the Nyx.
5 seconds remaining. Predators
Ban Lycan instead. I think they're worried about the overwhelming power of Fnatic just coming at him again.
What carry do you pick against the Timber now?
You still Nyx, right? Like, Nyx can still mess with...
Not sure. I mean, I don't really know
10 seconds
if they want to go down that route. Because if they do Nyx and Mirana pos 4, it means Nyx is pos 5, right? And your lane is going to be like somewhat...
Yeah,
I mean, sure, you counter the Timber later with your Carapace. But
can you make a Mirana core and then push Nyx into the 4?
But I'm not sure where does Mirana core fall in right now. Like, is it a good choice? Is it a bad choice? I don't know. Because we don't really get to see much the last game.
You could always techies if you TNC.
Of course they can. Of course they can.
Actually, it's not fantastic against Ember.
But it's good at killing the Timber Saw level 1, right? That's what you're gonna say.
It's good against Timber, but it's actually quite terrible once he starts clearing off trees.
Chen is the key hero, I tell you. Chen is the key hero. So now what do they pick? I mean, CM is also another good support against Chen. You have the Frostbite for the creep, Freezing Field in the team fight. It used to be
CM could also be food if you lose the momentum.
Yeah, if you lose the momentum, it's terrible. But right now, I feel like CM feels like she's in a better spot because of the move speed change back to flat numbers. CM benefits a lot from that. And the aura gives Ember and Timber Saw a lot to work with in the game.
Well, they don't have a lot of extra time, so Fnatic have to make their choice quickly. They burnt so much on the Timber debate.
Other option maybe is like a Wyvern. Wyvern's great against LC and Chen.
Boom. Same thing we're discussing in game 1.
It's very good against those two heroes, but he's a bit weaker in the lane. But if you pair him with the Ember, then he sort of like counteracts it. So the
was it us having the debate yesterday, or was it in a WePlaycast I had? Like, if you curse a target near Legion Commander when she duels, does she attack the target that's cursed, or does she keep with her duel?
No. The duel is I think the duel is the higher priority.
Duel is priority? Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. But I remember duel is, I read somewhere duel is the highest priority. Oh, Silencer. That's a great pick against a Wyvern. That's a counter pick. And it actually might be a carry, because the Silencer carry in the lane could deal with the Timber Saw. And they last pick a mid here. Sounds great. Silencer and Chen in the lane, Mirana and LC, and they last pick some win condition hero. A Storm would be nice. Anything, you know, like Maple,
10 seconds remaining.
but Storm, OD. OD sounds good for TNC as a last pick.
5
So for
seconds
Fnatic, they have to try to figure out what they want to do here with the Wyvern.
Oh wait,
Ember.
wait. When you say like Storm, like you're actually thinking Silence is a 1, not a 2?
Yeah, I think Silencer can be a Storm. I think that could be a good last pick for TNC. OD even.
Okay.
TNC or OD. Sorry, Storm or OD for TNC, and to go with the Tusk. So Tusk is like a very, very strong laner in the early stages. They need a hero that can secure. I think the Tusk has 2 usages here. Either you use it to secure the Timber's lane, or you use it to go aggro so that your teamer gets a 1v1 lane against the LC. Those are your options right now with this Tusk. It's actually pretty smart to pick it here. Even though in theory you might be wondering, why do you want to pick Tusk against Silencer? Doesn't Global counteract hero, so you can't use Snowball later in the fights? But I think that Tusk is actually great at dealing with Silencer in the early stages, because Silencer is very easy to kill. You snowball him with a tag team, he dies. And you have another save against the duel. So the duel is effectively going to be non-existent. It's more about giving the buffs, you know, to your win condition, your last pick later.
Yep. Nice TNC have that as the very, very last pick of this draft. They're trying to work out what's going to counter. What's that ban?
This is good. This is way better for TNC. They're picking their win condition last. I'm happy for them.
Kind of helps when Fnatic is like, yeah, give us first pick.
Well, didn't you see the last few games? Even when they had last pick, they weren't picking their win condition last. You know, they were picking it early. So they're adjusting. And Fnatic needs... right now they need... what do they need? They need sort of like an initiating... It's not much initiating. Another hero that can do damage, like another core damage. That Troll's ban, Bristleback's ban.
They need some tower damage too, not just hero damage.
Yeah, they
right
need
now
tower.
it feels
Correct.
like their push is quite weak against buildings.
Dragon Knight? Is that Dragon Knight?
5
Dragon
seconds
Knight.
DK's in the pool.
DK is nice against their hero. He's tanky, hard for them to kill him. DP is also in the pool. The other hero I might consider is maybe Wraith King, but Wraith King is gonna be able to fare really well against their heroes. You just need to get to the point where your Radiance is online. And I think the other 4 heroes is enough to do a lot of distraction, you know, with the imagine the game. The Timber is running around, owning the lane. There's a Wyvern and Tusk backing out and an Ember rotating around. Your carry feels like he's gonna have a lot of space to farm.
Slark ban out.
Yep, for the Timber, so that the Timber gets a better game. But I still think that the Silencer is gonna lane against the Timber. Oh, PA.
Phantom Assassin.
PA and tag team, that's very, very scary in the lane. The lane is very, very potent. So I think that they're gonna go aggro. PA, Tusk, and Winter Wyvern. So that's the win condition here. It's great against the Timber Sword, great against the Ember Spirit. But can he get out laning phase? That is the question. How are they gonna lane this? So it's gonna be a Morphing against Ember. So he has a good matchup in the lane. He has good teammates around him. As long as they don't lose the side lanes too hard. But I can see them losing the side lanes really hard. Because what I think will happen is Timber Sword is gonna go to the safe lane. He wants to lane against the LC. There's gonna be an aggressive tri lane. Winter Wyvern, Tusk, and PA against the Silencer carry. Right, so it's a Silencer carry. That lane is gonna suck. And even if you rotate your Mirana there, Mirana, Chen, and Silencer, you're still gonna be playing into an inferior matchup against the Wyvern, Tusk, PA, because they have too much kill potential at level 1. You don't have lead, your Chen has no way of getting away, and your carry is a Silencer. Good luck.
It's when I'd almost wish that Silencer actually went to the mid lane instead, get some early levels, so then you can actually have a bigger influence.
I think the Morphing doesn't even want to be in there. Maybe that could be better overall for that lane, but I feel like I'd rather give my Morphing a better game than choosing to give it to the Silencer. Because I think Morphing is more important to the draft. It's a choice they have to make right now.
Like if Savage even gets like a half decent start to the game, like he's just going to destroy like Silencer anyway. A quick jump and they're gone. KP doesn't want to duel the Phantom Assassin.
Imagine he gets into a good lane, he buys Deso first, you don't buy Battle Fury, you just run at them, you have a Deso PA, you have a Tusk with tag team that benefits from the Deso and the Warrior's Punch, and you have an Ember sighting around that benefits also from the Desolator. It's going to be a nightmare for them.
Well, let's see how they go. The Nightmare could push us into a Game 3 with a 2-0 lead to Fnatic, but TNC will do the best they possibly can to fight it back. It does feel like we we kind of lean the way of Fnatic, both for execution as well as draft. The laning phase has ISIS going off, PA going safe, Ember going mid, so everything's pretty standard for Fnatic, and same thing for TNC. KP's heading towards the off lane. March is going with them at the moment. March does not want to die as much as he does with Oracle. He needs to stay alive and get some item progression. Morphling will be the mid, and Silencer is the one role. So Winter, as always, 100% right for the laning phase.
you have to do that to me.
What? What?
I thought they were gonna go aggro.
I feel like I've been harsh with you over the last ones. So now I'm just gonna... Come on. Come on. That's a very defensive Radiant Observer Ward being planted down.
30 seconds.
They want to see the lanes. They want to scout the lanes. What are they doing? Yeah, this ward here, this and this is for the Mirana because they're playing against a position for Mirana that could be running around shooting arrows. And they already know that the Ember is going to be in a bad matchup, right? 1v1 against the Morphling. That's not good for you. So they don't want the Mirana to totally destroy his lane.
I love how Gabby, I think, is feeling like he wants to attack. Because he can start over on the Tuskar a bit, but they're going to lose both the bounties on bottom. It's still a 2-2 trade-off. Just posturing at the beginning.
It's okay, Toby. There's no elk in this game. The bounty runes don't matter.
It's still worth something, right? It's still worth something.
It's worth a salve.
Hey, that's a make or break for the mid lane.
So they have the Mirana in bottom instead of the Chen. So Chen is with LC. So overall, does this benefit them? Does it make the lane stronger?
Is this also just at the start? Like, obviously, Tims doesn't have to stay here, so they're almost running Gabby as though he's the 3 position.
So they... Oh, okay, I think I understand why. Because they think that Mirana can zone the Timber better. Because Chen, you don't do anything to the Timber. What can you do?
Yeah.
Nothing. 0.
Chen went for Holy Persuasion, 2 level 1. Obviously, you got no creeps to choose from, so he's just got the range creep. And jab to win Splinter Blast to try and clean up anything that's been thrown his way. Tuskar's managed to grab the creep wave. I think he'll have to pull it all the way back for Ice. And this mid lane should be a good bit of fun.
What kind of fun is this lane? This lane is going to be dominated by Morphling. Why is it fun?
It's when Morphling is low and I just wait for Moon to go for the outplay. So I want to watch that agi shift. March and KP do not look like they're happy at all on the top lane. Like they're burning like South number 1, South number 2 will come in a second. Ice, that feels a bit close. Tim's looking for the arrow. Ice could be in trouble with that. Jump forward, gets a point blank range arrow, and that is in fact trouble. And a +2. Tim's ensuring the kill and making Silencer a smarter man.
It is very, very important for them to slow this Timber. So I was kind of expecting the Timber to top lane and PA and bottom instead, because I felt like if Timber is here, he actually could get pressured. Because the Glaive of Wisdom, pure damage, actually can deal with Timber quite well. But as it seems right now, Fnatic are still keeping the same setup. So DJ is level 2. What he does here is going to be very, very crucial. How can he help the Timber sword? He needs to help him get to his level 3.
Can't really sharp block in Gabby. He's got so many different ways to get through the tree lines.
He wants to get Timber to level 3 safely and move the top to gank with tag team and the PA. But he can't really leave the Timber yet. I think he needs to get this pull off. If he can get this pull off, the lane will be a lot better for the team. Nice. The pull off and top lane, the PA is still doing very well in the lane. Not really getting pressured by this Chen and LC. 13 last hits, the 13 of the LC. And Morphling has 9 denies. Oh my god.
Still got 13 fine for Moon. So CS wise, it's not that imbalanced. It's just obviously an extra 5.
Wait, 9 deny? Oh, okay. So it's an extra 4 deny. Okay, it's not too bad.
It's only 4 the difference. Yeah. Ice might be a bit of trouble. More curses coming out, and this will be his second death of the game. And another plus
Alright.
4, plus 2 going in for 4 total, Gabby.
The task is top. He doesn't have snowball, but he has shards.
Is under attack.
Looking for a target. KP will be that man. Already pressed the attacker stick charge is being used. Shards flying forward, body blocking him up, and KP trying to taunt his way away to safety. March can't give him anything more. KP will die one more. Yeah,
He
that's
should-
like, and
he should
Morphling's in
have
trouble,
TP.
but no, he's just regenerating.
Should have TP there. Once he knew the shards came out, like there's no snowball, I think he just TP right away. Probably would have lived. And Timber's level 3 now, but I feel like he's been slowed down enough. I don't feel like he's gonna be a threat right now. The Silencer is actually gone for a 2-2-0 build, so this build is very, very potent against Timber, like the curse, the arcane curse, and then the pure damage from the glaives. I think Timber is not gonna have a good time here. He's gonna run into a lot of trouble this game.
Dire are scaling.
Actually,
This-
like this just spells a lot of damage for everyone else, but I'm wondering then how much lifting Savage is going to do. He's the number 1 CS on the board at the moment, number 1 net worth as well by about 100.
The dust.
Alright, do our bounty runes mean anything?
Yeah.
KP and DJ, the 2 brawlers.
A piece, it seems.
It will be. Even trades. Bottle charges for Moon, even though he'll cop an arrow.
Catapult
Just Tim
wave.
saying hi.
Yeah, look at this. DJ is doing it again. Like I said, you have the wards before you move the bounty runes, and now he gets to place the wards. Please do this, Toby. It will give you MMR.
Thanks. I'll take every tip I can get.
Catapult wave right now. Let's see the supports. Where are they going?
They got Wyvern up on top. You got Mirana, who's kind of gone rogue.
An easy shot.
Gone rogue? Really? Just securing some nice farm for
Hey.
himself.
He's doing some scouting work of Helm's Deep.
A little too early for Helm's Deep.
A lot of pressure coming towards top. Tuskar's coming in. KP trying to retreat back out again. They find the easier target. That's going to be March. Ready to die for his squad. Savage gets the kill. It's his first of the game to go along with all that one beautiful network he's got. But this is all happening now. The
Ember.
supports are up on top. That Ice is having some good
Dire's
fun.
middle tower is under
Ember is
attack.
in pretty deep. Tim's looking for the perfect arrow. And not so perfect.
Visibility.
And a good time to TP away from Moon. All the way back
He's
home.
having a hard time laning against the Morphling already. That's why he's choosing to cut waves. And this is... Well, he has a Morbid Mask on the Morphling now. That's how good his laning phase when he went so greedy.
Chen's bringing help.
Who's the help?
Tim's already here. It silences. Pulls him off the lane.
Oh no! Don't cast spells, Arcane Curse, GG!
And he wants to chain again. He has to wait a couple of seconds. The arrow is going to connect and they're back in range.
Oh, minus
Chain
2!
up and goodbye.
Minus 2! Shit! Minus 6! Oh, this feels so bad.
Okay, he's at 363 mana pool now for a Timbersaw.
Oh no. Oh no.
I know Daryl is an amazing Timbersaw, but this game is going to be beyond rough. He's all 3 deaths, all 3 kills have gone the way to Gabby, and he's building in for a Rod of Atos looking for the control against the Phantom Assassin.
He is going to have a lot of deaths this game, Toby. Not the usual Ice Timbersaw game.
He is definitely not the frontline tank that you wanted, that Fnatic wants to see. Shards
My
blocking in
Shards.
KP, can't get himself away from this one. Time to go into the tag team. Jab, Savage, all working together. Quick dagger, and then he has jump himself forward. March wants to help out as much as he can since the Alpha Wolf in, but now they just start killing off the units. Jabs cops the arrow to the face. Yeah, this isn't a fight. Tim's just thinking
Oh my
about it, but
God.
now Savage, he might just go for the jump forward towards KP. He is level 6, but no crits coming the way at the Phantom Assassin. And just begins her own TP out. Arrow on cooldown for only half a second longer than the TP took to finish.
Yep, stack. Control power runes. No, action runes, sorry, Toby. Action runes.
Thank
I'm not
you.
allowed to say power runes now. Tusk has a face boots. He just has a face boots.
It's all he needs,
So
right?
greedy.
They look to come to the bottom lane. But they can put, like, Fnatic still have really great ways to close the distance on a silencer.
Alright.
So
X-
until you get like a proper answer to that, I
He's
suppose
gone.
then Silencer just disappears and goes towards the top lane. That's a good answer.
Excellent read. He saw this ward here on the river, saw the rotation, so immediately TPs whenever he's. This is like a sign of a good carry. He knows when to switch sides.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Very, very important. Move from the dead lane to the farm lane, the goal lane, or the alive lane.
The outpost contest.
Dire's top tower is under
1 minute
One
too
for
early.
one. Phantom Assassin. Just trying to go ham against him. Gets 2 crits, but not a lot of damage. Actually getting through into the Mirana. That is still 9 armor on Tim's. Arrow flies forward. Jabsies are coming from a long way away, but the curse will still connect. Gabby hoping for a little bit more, and he'll get it. Jabs is dead, so plus
+2.
8 now total.
+2. Wow.
Dire's top tower.
9 minutes. That feels very, very good.
Almost number 1 net worth. Phantom Assassin being forced off the lane and into the jungle.
Is he buying Toby? Rod of
PS.
Atos.
Yep.
Oh, Timber saw TP here.
Oh god. Oh god.
Dire's
The curse is able to click and now Tim's. He doesn't want to throw the arrow when he's in range of the tower because Ice will see
Look
that
at his
coming.
mana pool. Look at his mana pool.
Yep. Hey,
This is delaying for outposts.
every single glaive that connects as well, it gets worse and worse.
Delaying for outposts.
Dire have obs.
What did you learn?
this
Looking for the bounties as well. Look at they don't care about the bounties. Okay, they've dragged the silencer in again. They don't see
he
him though.
knows he's-
The curse connected. Now
he
he'll
knows
come
he's
out.
dead.
Legion Commander will die in the
knows he's gonna
meantime. He'll
die.
chain himself up.
has been killed.
No, he'll die, but he'll take. No, he won't. He'll take a bounty rune.
Wait, what? He's
Yeah.
not dead. Okay, no mind.
No, not dead. Very much
What he
alive.
did- What he did there was game winning shit right there. He delayed the push so much, and he didn't even die. Even though he didn't get a single creep, big picture of the game, he actually made a very huge play out of having nothing. Like he made something out of nothing. And right now there's so much space for this PA, and Morphling is still a PA is actually richer than a Morphling. It's a hit.
KP also, by the way, like it was Savage who killed KP in the bottom river.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So that's the second kill in for the Phantom Assassin, all working towards getting the Battle Fury up and running as quick as possible. And KP's still not 6 yet. Like both of the offlaners are not having happy days. And now Timber has more net worth than KP. Not by much, but it's still more.
I still like the Morphling against PA matchup.
Dire's top tower
Because
is
you
under
have high armor to deal with the physical, and you can morph into. I think you can. It's good to even morph into a PA, so you get evasion, or you can morph into the Ember, so you get slight chains. He has a lot of ways of doing more in this game, and on top of things, he has the
Snowball?
chain to
KP in a little bit of trouble with the Walrus Punch. He's very, very low. He was hoping to get his 6 and then work with somebody else, but now Morphling will come in. Phantom Assassin tries to go in for a second inside the blur. Blinks over towards DJ. Perfect juking. Savage playing the trees.
The dead lane. The dead lane. This is the dead lane. That's why sometimes I feel like but LC is far behind. Otherwise, I think it's always better to have the supports to play the dead lane because they don't really care about dying. And so right now, looking at the state of the game, Morphling is still having a good old time here, going to the Yasha to accelerate his farm. Moon is just running around trying to create chaos so PA can farm. PA is not going for Deso, he's going for the greedier Battlefield build because he knows that this game is gonna... Because the Timber has a shit game, right? So you can't play the fast-paced game you want to play. This game is gonna be a
It's good
long
against
game.
any army that Chen wants to assemble too. He'll kill it off pretty quickly. Mirana trying to get away. Spirit jump forward. Has a sleight of fist. Goes for another Spirit
nice
jump, and Tim
dodge.
just plays around the trees. He's got his own arrow ready too. It's like, all right, can I actually connect on Moon? Ooh, close, but not close enough. Moon is up and away.
There's all
Ice
space, Toby.
is contesting Gabby. Last word. The curse is on
wouldn't
cooldown
say
still.
contesting, would say running away from him.
No, he's trying to get him to fight. There's more supports coming in.
bait.
DJ and Jans
It's a
have rotated.
bait.
They can actually kill the courier. It's got the Rod of Atos on it. Snowball comes forward, and Silencer, he'll get the global off. And actually, he'll get the kill on Timbersaw. The rebuttal, however, I don't know if that's totally worth it. If they kill the courier too, maybe
No.
it would have been. But
Dude, no way that's worth it.
because it's another plus
Yeah.
2.
Look at the silence. No, I mean it's not worth it for the silencer. He's so rich, the Timber is so poor. And look at where he's playing. He's playing on the dead lane Toby. He's not supposed to be there. He's a high value target and he's not a target that is mobile that can run away, get away out of sticky situations, so he's not supposed to be there. That's why he's dead.
But fucking man, but
Okay, fine. If you think it's worth it, go do it in your pubs. Just for that +2 intelligence on your carry silencer.
my path to
Be my
2K.
guess. Be my guess.
Radiant's top tower is under
Outpost being
attack.
reclaimed. I don't know if Savage wants to do anything with this. He can kill a Chen army. That's what he can do.
Oh, wow. He's alone and he's... Okay, she's not alone. That's Jabs.
No. Yeah. With Winter's Curse.
I mean, this is good. 2 people bottom. Why are you coming here? You're here. Coming the whole map. Same goes for TNC. Talk about trying to outmaneuver around. Like, whenever both teams are pretty good at farming the map, it comes down to who you are sending to the dead lane. If you send the wrong hero, it means that you are not actually that efficient, because when that hero dies, you are losing a lot of value.
Radiant are scanning.
That's why I always like to emphasize the dead lane, you know, who is playing the lane,
Radiant's middle
who is
tower
like
is under attack.
not supposed to be playing in the dead lane. Because when it comes down to 2 good teams playing each other, they know how to use the map.
Dire's structures are
Then it's
fortified.
important to see who's getting the better trade-off, who's killing very important heroes.
ISS is
First.
coming to die. Bottom lane cleans up the tree line so they can see a little bit more. Jabs is waiting for it, but he is cursed up for the moment.
Brought off Atos, he has to be careful.
DJ does. Well, he just felt it. He knew KP was coming over. They had the sentry ward already down, so now Savage doesn't
Bounty
jump
runes?
up. They press the attack off, and Bounty runes is up for the Rod of Atos. Arrow, ice. Trapped once again, his 5th death of the game. Gabby goes +12.
Good.
Has that all been the Timbersaur's intelligence?
Dire's
Pretty much.
bottom tower
It's
is under attack.
there was 1 extra kill up on top. I would like to actually say exactly who it was, but unfortunately Valve have not added in the negative negative
Are
int,
scanning.
so you can't actually see who we stole it from. I think Layer has actually created that stuff though, so that exists.
Layer? Oh, the
Yeah, like JJ's tool did that. I'm like, oh wow, this is really cool, because I remember one time I was casting, I'm like, oh, did Valve add this? It's like, no, they just updated a Layer tool into our setup.
So we see a smoke right now from Radiant. They have the global up, so they want to make a play. Do they have a dagger on LC? What does LC have? Oh, nothing. He doesn't have dagger yet. But I think Dire knows what's happening. You see, the Tusk is going to hold this position. He's going to break the smoke here to protect the Ember. Oh no, wait, never mind. I thought he knew what was happening. So Dire is going to invade this area, the jungle. They're going to place some wards. Oh, never mind. No wards. Okay, Chen has the wards. Oh, they want the Ember. The Ember is the kill. He's the prize. Global and Rod of Atos.
Oh,
Duel.
there's your global. There's your duel. And Gabby's moving over. Curse him up. The arrow from Tim's will connect, and they got their prize. Moon is down.
PA, space for PA. PA is the most important hero. And if PA is not dying, Dire is happy. He has his Battle Fury trades up, going for the Manta to deal with the global silence, but this is going to open up Roshan for TNC, because they have Morphing. It's easy Rosh. It's a huge price to pay for Fnatic. They would have really wished that the Tusk was here to break the song and die for the Ember. I thought he knew, you know, because he felt like he knew something was up. He threw like a random shot here. Like, I felt like he knew something was going on. Again, he was standing here for a bit.
Easy shot.
Maybe he thought, okay, the smoke is not coming, because he didn't see anything, then he just ran away. And then the smoke came.
They're going to bring Ember to the bottom lane. This is all under the Radiant Obs. It hasn't been de-warded yet. So Ice as well as Moon are both under this Observer ward. And with Rod of Atos, Aegis Immortal, Silence is looking for a fight, going in for Hurricane Pike next, so the control from the Tusker will be nowhere near as good. Plus, it's such easy in to steal when you get the pushback.
Oh, bot lane.
Yeah, 1 TP,
Defending
2
their
TP.
area. Defending their area.
They find their target. Goodbye, Tusker. Now plus 16 for the Silencer. Let the
Duel.
counter keep going. Duel is up. And Ice
Guess what?
is trapped. So Gabby's like, wait. Let me get there. Atos off cooldown in 1 second time.
Oh!
And now
Got him.
keeping the chase going with the whirling death. Ice one more attack will do it. KP hits the overwhelming odds. the kill on Ice. He did everything he could to escape, but you can't escape yourself.
Radiant's middle tower.
What is Timbersaur's nightmare? Himself. Heal damage.
Now they move towards mid-moon. Defensive Spirit breaks the smoke.
I mean, even though everything seems to be going in favor of TNC, but they have not touched the PA one bit. PA is the win condition. Everyone else, they are just merely slaves for the PA.
We're back to the Alchemist kind of role now. It's like, well,
yeah,
this is
it
how
is.
you win.
He is.
Blink
Alchemist.
Dagger's off cooldown for KP. He's up way too far. There's no support here. 4 heroes just surround him and they walrus punch him down. Marana.
Here comes the
There's one
PA,
lead.
Toby.
Second lead going to be available. PA will arrive and goodbye to Marana. More support. Silencer. Less off the global silence. Holding Moon in position. Waveform as well. Morphling will come and join the fight.
Buyback.
Down, but Buyback comes in. The curse. I said he Morphling on the side. My God. Marsh just evaporates. Morphling. He's low on life. Where's that extra crit? Where's that extra damage? Armel trying to strength morph up through everything they've got. Is there a stun? There's a root. That'll get the control in. And no more strength morph. Even 3,200 HP is not enough to survive against all of Fnatic. And Phantom Assassin has arrived.
They invaded Helm's Deep. They have the Aegis, but they were not on the same page. You saw like KP was here. KP was here, right? His team was here. I know they had global, but they weren't ready to fight. He just went in. Like we saw this kind of scenario happen in the last game as well. I mean, not being together definitely affected a lot of their teamwork.
It's the indecision of initiation. Like, who is really going here? Who are you going on?
I mean, in theory, they have Blink duel into global silence. That should be easy, right? It's just straightforward.
That sounds pretty straightforward. Now, Phantom Assassin. Stronger and stronger. What's coming out in the Couriers? The Mithril Hammer. Almost completed up the Desolator. Going all out damage, no BKB. Do you actually want to get something like that? He's going Manta style, so he can break free of the global silence then. And then into BKB, so even if he does beat... Yeah, okay. He has good ways to get away from TNC's control. Damage for now, Timbersaw. Debated. I thought you were going that way. I can't go back that way. Am I going left? Am I going right? Going down. Mid lane, Duel is out. Moon controlled. And now there's 2 heroes from Fnatic on the sideline. Moon buying back. And that mid lane fight.
Morphling.
Long. Have they got him? The curse is out. PA gonna go to work, and by God, yeah, they've worked it hard.
Oh, this is such a good trade for Fnatic, even though they lost 2 cores, but their win condition killed the enemy win condition. That is a big win.
We don't care about the Timbersaw.
No, he's a creep. At this time, what does he do? He don't do anything.
Yep.
Okay, maybe the Ember is a bit of a...
I think you do care about
Ember's casualty of... Ember's casualty
care
of
about
war.
the Spirit Vessel timing of Ember. He needs that timing.
A little bit, but the PA doesn't care. All the PA cares is if I get my Battle Fury Vessel BKB, I get a Basher on top of that second, I'm going to 1v5. And top lane, Timber.
They're going again. Ice up in the air, but multiple TPs will arrive. Shan's unable to block anybody.
Here comes the boss, the raid boss. PA is here. Run away.
He's
Morphling
looking
is
for his
dead.
target. Cycling Dagger hits the back lines, keeping KP away, but the curse is over on the Winter Wyvern. He's not feeling too happy.
Alright.
Gabby.
Oh, the Aegis just expired.
The Aegis just timed out. Duel is up. KP will get that kill and yet another +2. 26 stolen in permanent. Currently on
They
the
were trying
silencer.
to time that with the Aegis expiring, but they were a little bit off with the timing. And on top of things, Jabs didn't have his ultimate ready. So not really the best time for the raid boss to come and fight. But at least he tries, you know. Tries to help his team. I always like carries that help their team. I don't like carries that just think that their life is all about being on the paddy field, getting the farm all the time, and never appearing to any of those important board meetings.
Alright, can you actually be an involved CEO? I'm just gonna list myself as chairman and just sit there going, "Maha! Everyone else take care of my company for me."
Silent partner, yeah?
Yeah, this is the silent partner. I made my money in oil. And I'm good now. Good.
Dire's top tower has
Oil is not the best industry right now.
bottom tower is
It
under
really
attack.
isn't. Yeah, you can pay me to take it. Ice is just trying to get as much pressure on bottom lane as he possibly can. And it's great, it creates space.
Radiant's bottom
PA
tower
is
under attack.
really close to finishing up a BKB. Needs a little bit more jungle to work with. Where's this pressure from TNC going to come from? Like, it feels like they had so much momentum. Like, you're finding opportunities. Your silence has got quite a lot to work with. But how do you stop the split push? Like, you get one kill, but is it worth it, I think? PA continues to farm up.
They have Chen. They need to abuse the recall. Abuse the recall to stop the split push and get the next Roshan before you go to high ground, and make sure you talk to each other before you blink and duel.
Tree clearance. Tree clearance.
Radiant's
Ice is taking everything out with the chakram. This is not happy. Greenpeace would like to call you Ice. Outpost being taken up by Fnatic 2. They want to come outside their base. Putting down fresh observer wards too. Towards the top. But mid is where TNC is looking to fight. A double damage rune still with half its duration on the silencer.
TA doesn't want to fight Toby. He wants his black king ball. No fight, please. Timber, just die for me. Thank you very much, so I can finish.
Ember.
Oh, not Ember!
Dual zone on him. It's Moon. It's Moon.
No.
It's Ember. 50 seconds, no buyback. E-Blade pops on the Tiposaur as well. He'll chain himself up the hill and away.
Fortified.
PA's trying to take the top tower. Fortification will last a little longer, so we can't take it instantly.
I think at this point, the Ember and Timber are of the same rank. Look at his net worth.
It's not
They're
great.
They're both expendable heroes, and they use global for that kill. Wait for the PA.
Radiant's
And I hope
top
Savage
tower
has a
is
very
under
strong
attack.
back. Hey, look, they got repair kit. they can hold a little longer, Fnatic.
I'm not even kidding, right? Every time you see the repair kit popping up, it always comes at the right time on the right team.
Yep. It's like, I need to defend my high ground and buy more time for Phantom Assassin to go completely OP. Have my repair kit. And you can even teleport it back to base, so it's like an instant travel probably to the Wyvern. Actually, no, Wyvern still got the Philosopher's Stone. And that allowed him to buy a Blink Dagger, so Jabs can do this.
Arrow.
They go over towards the Tuskar. Okay, well, they just killed the Tuskar. Jabs. Take the wards are up, looking for his target, curses the Mirana, and that's Armel helping to kill off Mirana. Is there enough for the Hand of God? There is not. So they found one kill already, and Savage is looking for his fight. He's found it. KP. Ghost Scepter will help with the protection. Savage trying to find his next target, and who have they got for the control? Moon Spirit jumping forward. The Silencer, they would love to find him, but they find the Morphling. They get the information on Armel. The blink away, the damage. The Yule Scepter will cancel the TP. Moon does not have Searing Chains, so the waveform from Morphling.
There's no mana.
Moon can put that together, and KP came back in again. Ghost Scepter once more, but he's already very low on life. And the jump forward from KP, able to blink dagger. Thanks to the Ghost Scepter holding it back in. The micro from March. Oh, goodbye, Centaur. You tanked it for the team. Everyone's able to TP away to safety.
I was so close to losing either the Silencer or the Morph. Those are your important heroes. Morphing is like the big hero. He's the win condition. Do not want to die. But I think the PA did not use his BKB, so he still has his sweet 10 seconds BKB intact.
He has that. He just picked up the Titan as well.
And the dagger on the Wyvern is a huge item. Huge item.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Now all
attack.
they need is like a Lotus Orb to remove the global.
Radiant's
Sounds
middle
easy
tower
enough.
Has fallen.
Oh, E-Blade trying to get the perfect pop on the Phantom Assassin.
He has the Philosopher's Stone, Toby. It is possible.
Hello,
That GPM.
Silencer. Repair kit for you. And cast range as well. Not too shabby. They'll give that one over to the Chen. And we look towards Roshan. Next primary target. Curse is up, however. So this is very, very risky for TNC to go into.
I mean, I feel like Fnatic can just use the two supports to poke and prod, you know, with the shards, and maybe the Wyvern can just run into shard to see if he can get a curse.
This Observer will see so much too, so they can wrap around from behind
They need to global at the last second.
and fight under their own.
But
Yeah, but look at the TNC. No, like this isn't right. This isn't right.
smoke.
They smoked themselves up, and they're gonna go into the Dire jungle, the long wrap. Yeah, they are. That's the line that's being drawn.
Do they have an ops? They need an ops. No, no one has an ops. Here, they need to come here, but they don't have an ops, so it's a bit difficult.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
TNC see the
attack.
mid river, Fnatic see the top river, and both teams don't see each other.
They know.
We've now traded side. Oh, that's nice. I don't know if PA... Yeah, PA is going to switch the Paladin sword in for this fight. Got to give the Titan over to somebody else. Arrows fly forward, doing the scouting. Almost connects on Moon. Roshan so low, the Chen creeper staying inside, so no one's going to be able to scout that out. And goodbye, Isa has a courier. For some reason, it decided to go across the river during this time. But at least now I know where Armel is.
The Roshan dance will continue next episode.
Radiant's middle tower.
1 minute later.
Who was Roshan's father? I must know.
Radiant structures.
Darth Vader? Is that the meme? Who is Roshan's father? I am your father.
Well, technically it's the day-type soap meme, but sure. See, Darth Vader didn't know how to play the soap. It's like, well, I'm just going to tell you straight out. Yo, bro, I'm your father. Shard's trying to keep Armel away from Roshan. Extra vision in there too. The arrows still flitting around as Fnatic. They all wait outside the pit. Roshan is dying at the moment. Global silence. Gabby's playing the distance. And now Global Sun's out. Armel got Roshan as well as the Aegis Immortal, but the duel is down already from KP.
Yes, the cheese. Pierre got the cheese.
At the moment, Phantom Assassin is now ready to go through the Legion Commander. Ghost has already been worn off. He's trying to finish the job. A little Essence Ring to get some life back up.
Nice close.
Marana is down. Chen is being picked up in the back line. 2 of the supports, actually 3 of them going down already. Silencer, now they clean up the Winter Wyvern, but that's all they've really got. Now PA can open up on Armel. There's not much more to work with. The crit connects in, but the arrow, it flies forward from Tim.
Oh, the snowball.
Towards the outpost. Armel might be able to get away from this one. Tries to dodge it out. Nope, the Aegis Immortal will have to burn. And Gabby revealed out by the dust. Armel's back to the world of the living. And he's trying to work with Tim to do something. He got the Phantom Assassin. Probably not going to happen when he gets critted down and just surrounded by Fnatic. And they want more. The Observer Ward will time out. They saw the direction that Tim's was going. 1 Spirit, 2 Spirit. Still can't close the distance fully.
That fight, Toby, was all support from Fnatic. The Wyvern plus the Tusk saving the fight for the team. And also credit to the PA being able to snatch the cheese. He would love to have the Aegis, but still good enough to get the cheese, save his life in the fights. Big turn of events for Fnatic. I mean, that was initially I thought it was a pretty risky move, even though they had global. Like putting themselves in the pit there, and it was really difficult for them to fight. You know, they were in a very bad position, getting jumped on when they were doing Roche.
Now,
but I like what KP is doing every fight. He goes after himself and he duels the TA.
The only control I guess he's got, but if he does that, then maybe the rest of his team can do some work. Top the mid racks. 31 minutes in, Fnatic enter high ground, take the tier 3 tower with no real contest, missing the Seer, actually not even throwing the Searing Chain, just a sleight of fist, but look at Silence's position, trying to wrap around the back, but Jab just blinks away from the Atos.
Well, things are not looking pretty for TNC right now. They have to find a way to get a good initiation. Yes.
Yeah. Oh wait, they try and turn that around with the heat wave pop. They have enough damage. DJ will be destroyed.
It is the disc jockey that's dead, not the Mirana. I like that word. Thank you for teaching me something new today.
That wasn't even me. That was our producer that taught you that. Savage is working in towards Abyssal. It's going to be pretty damn good control.
So right now the timing that they have to drag the game for is to make sure that the PA runs out of BKB charge. Like if it's 5 seconds later into the game, and then the Morphing has a lot of leeway to play around it. Because once the BKB is down, you can E-Blade and combo him, and you can kill him easily. And you have the Global Silence play around with that as well. So for TNC, I think the plan right now is to try to take fights. Now don't fully commit, try to make the BKB charge go down to 5 seconds. I think if that happens, they have a very good chance of winning the game still. Like it has to be like an ultra late game situation, maybe post 40-45 minutes.
So the long one's what you're hoping for?
Yep, if you're TNC, you want a long game right now.
Still feels like PA is just still going to continuously get stronger.
Yeah, but he needs to rely on the BKB to fight. if he doesn't have BKB, he's not even half as strong as he is.
I need to start to play, like, I don't want to say, like, once he hits 30, but you're going to play that range game.
Well, that's true, but you still need BKB to be able to fight well. I think if you don't have BKB, you're always vulnerable towards the shotgun.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Maybe it's
under
worth
attack.
actually not getting... Well, I suppose you still want the Satanic. Like, one crit, you're back to full. So...
You can go Satanic plus Refresher later, so you have double BKB, double Abyssal, double Satanic.
That'll work.
That would...
Just no,
that would be definitely-
just no treads at that point.
I mean, you don't need the... I mean, you can keep the treads in the inventory after you use the Refresher. Big deal.
He's not thinking Divine Rapier. Ignore that voice line.
No Divine Rapier this game. No need.
I think Moon's hoping to take care of this Chen army that's been pushing at the top, and he will. In fact, he doesn't even try and run away.
So what items can the support get to change the game? Like when a game becomes like this, you like to look at the supports. Like what other X Factor items they can get? You know, like the Vlads, change a tide or turn a tide in a fight when the cores are man fighting.
You got Vlads and Solar Crest coming in from the TNC supports.
On who? The Chen?
So Chen's doing the Vlads. Solar Crest is coming in for Mirana.
Okay, that's those are great selections for the supports. Fnatic, is anyone getting a... I guess no one can really get the Vlads, yeah? If you think about it.
Yeah. You need the Lotus Orb for Ice. Tusker's building exactly the same type of thing. I guess Winter Wyvern can buy one.
Nah, he doesn't want to Vlads. He wants to get like big items, you know, like Refresher maybe later.
I'll smoke maneuver. They're coming up. Smoke's gonna break. Connected over on the Mirana, so she won't be able to leap away. Buyback is on cooldown. And there goes your Spirit Vessel. He plays Pop, at least gets a little bit of revenge. The Winter Wyvern Column without getting that curse up. And Timbersaw, I don't know about being this far forward on the front line. Legion Commander will be brought down. And Silence is just having his own little battle with Ice, but it's the Ember Spirit still on the run away from Morphling. In pretty deep, there's no more waveform away, and now he's actually getting isolated out, rooted down, bashed up, punched and dead for a minute and a half without buyback available. That's the game, right? That's actually the game.
You saw how they invaded the Helm's Deep of Radiant. They smoked, they ran up the high ground, immediately placed Blink over, placed the Vision. This is like the game-winning thing. He went up, he placed the Observer Ward right away, and he killed the Radiant Observer Ward. And immediately after that, Dire has this area. And the fight was literally over after that.
Morphling short the money, he bought the Skadi. Now, Snowball forward, they're looking for Silencer, a perfect double searing chains. Silencer is gone, no buyback. It is GG. It really is GG. You can repair kit the tier 3 tower, but
Fnatic can win that game after the Timber is such a non-factor after the laning phase. I mean, I don't think they can lose.
He's 179 Ice at the end of this and still ends with Halberd, Yules, Lotus.
And you question me, why are you talking about like PA like she's the alchemist? She is the alchemist.
I never properly questioned. I only begged the question. And Fnatic, they know.
Radiant's middle tower.
No more questions. Well done to Savage. He carried this game 12-0-7. They'll look for the next target. And Legion Commander will be it. Really felt like KB had almost no influence in this game at all. They're repair kitting up the Radiant Agent, so there's some level of fight, but I don't know if you can wait the 30 seconds for Silencer to come back up again. You'll have Morphling. Potentially get that fight. Duelist out, but defensive Snowball, but the perfect curse in the backlines. Once again, Mirana will fall. Firebase can come in from Chen, but he's going to do absolutely nothing apart from like put the repair kit out.
Man, this repair kit.
It's over. It's over. They just give more time to kill heroes. GG. GG is done.
GG, like what a game again from Fnatic. They played. I mean, you said the MVP is the PA, but I think the true MVP of this game is the Tusk and the Wire, and they both set up the game for the PA. And props to the Timber and Ember for feeding around the map so that they can't kill the PA. So props to them.